Previously on LEGO Survivor. Feeling paranoid that he could be the next one to go, Dave had to look for the hidden immunity idol. And he found it. Then he had an awkward encounter with Laura, who found out about his hidden immunity idol. She then told Zoe about it, and they were considering on splitting the vote as long as Dave didn't win immunity. Speaking of immunity, at the immunity challenge, Dave needed the win, but Chris wasn't going to let that happen, and Chris won immunity. Back at camp, Laura told the whole alliance about Dave's hidden immunity idol, and they were planning to split the vote on him and Monica. Dave was overhearing it, so he was very concerned because therefore the only way for him to not use the idol and still be safe is to vote for Monica. He then talked to his two allies, and they were planning to get rid of Zoe. Ultimately, Dave was very much doubting his vote. But at the tribal council, Dave decided to betray Monica, and she was sent home and became the second member of the jury. With Monica's elimination, the castaway count drops to 8. Who will be voted out next? Last night was difficult for me, but I had to vote Monica off. I had no other choice. If I didn't vote for her, it would have been a tie. She would have gone home regardless, even if I played the idol. And if I didn't play the idol, the only way to stay safe was to vote her off. And that is a burden that's going to definitely weigh me down, but I still have my idol, which is still a positive. So why did you vote Monica? Listen, it was me or her, and I did not want to go home. I did not want to risk my game for Monica. So I had to vote for her and also keep my idol. Well, it was a good move, but you should have told me before doing it. Well, I'm sorry. But now I'm very fearing that we are totally screwed now. Well, it's not like we were already screwed from the get-go. I am disappointed in Dave right now. He voted Monica, which made no sense because she was in our alliance, but he said that he didn't want to use his idol, and the only way for him to stay without using it was to vote for her, which was a smart move, but he should have told me before he decided to do something stupid. Well, that didn't entirely go to plan. No, it did not. Right now I'm furious. The only reason why we split the vote on Dave and Monica was to get rid of Dave's idol. But he still has it, and he kind of found out about the whole plan and voted Monica, and now he still has the idol, and now I'm very concerned. I mean, we could split the vote on him, and obviously split the vote on Claire, but honestly, if he stays in the game and still has that hidden immunity idol, then I am very concerned who we're going to have to split the vote on next. Okay, listen, you two. We need to talk. Alright, what is it, Claire? Alright, listen. Haven't you thought about what the rookies are doing? Well, they invited us in an alliance, and I'm good with that. That's the point. They are 4 people, and, well, it's 4 rookies versus 4 returnees. Alright? After one more returnee goes, it's going to be returnee after returnee going home in a row, and then it's just rookies in the end. I mean, you got a point there. So, you gotta vote with me and Dave. I don't know, the guy's a threat. True, but once he goes, I mean, Chris is an even bigger threat, but they're not gonna look at him because they all like Chris. I mean, you got a point. So what'd you think of that? I don't know what to think about that. I mean, she's being right in some way. Yeah, but, I mean, I trust those 4. Yeah, but listen, if we go down the whole alliance path with the rookies, I'm pretty sure our games are screwed. I don't know. Claire is honestly right. I mean, how is this whole alliance gonna matter? Because if both her and Dave go, then who are the rookies gonna look at as the people to go? Exactly, they're gonna look at me and then Buck. So, I think working with Claire and Dave for a vote is definitely something worth considering to do. What Claire's doing is not a bad move. I mean, honestly, we could get rid of any of the rookies at any time, but I don't know what the best time is. Plus, if it goes to rocks, then it could risk get me going home, and I don't want that. Welcome to today's immunity challenge. For this challenge, you are each standing up on a podium. You will have to stay there and outlast everyone else for as long as possible. At a certain point, you will have to move 1 foot off of the pedestal. The person who is the last one remaining on their pedestal wins immunity, safe from the vote. Losers tribal council, someone will be the 9th person voted out. Seems simple, let's get started. The challenge begins. You have to outlast everyone for immunity to guarantee a spot in the final 7. And Michelle is the first one out of the challenge again. This is the 3rd time where you're the first one out of the challenge. Everyone else seems to be staying on pretty well. And Claire's the next one to fall. Oh, and it looks like Jeffrey fell right after her. We're already down to 5. All of them looking good. These two looking like strong competitors because, you know, they're the ones who won immunity before. And Buck falls. He's not winning immunity. 4 remain. Now you have to remove 1 foot off of the pedestal. Dave, Chris, and Laura make the transition. So does Zoe, but it looks like she's about to fall. And she does. Zoe is out. We are down to 3. All 3 remaining players staying strong. None of them look like they're giving up. And just like that, Chris has fallen. We are down to Dave and Laura. Both of the players looking strong, but only one will win immunity. Dave could win his 2nd immunity, but Laura could win her 1st. Let's extend time. Oh! And after 5 hours, Dave is out. Laura wins immunity, safe from the vote. Congratulations, Laura. You won immunity, safe from the vote. Everyone else, you have a chance at being voted out and being the 3rd member of the jury. Head back to camp. To win my 1st immunity challenge is great. And Dave doesn't have immunity. So now we can easily just vote him out tonight. But he has an idol. So maybe we have to split the vote. Alright, so we split the vote. 3 on Claire, 3 on Dave. And then if Dave plays the idol, Claire goes home, and then if he doesn't, then we can just send him home. Alright. It's in all of our best interest to get Dave out of the game. He's one of the biggest threats of the game. He almost won the previous 2 immunity challenges and already won himself an immunity challenge. But the only downside would be that I would be marked as a physical threat. But I don't think I'm going anytime soon since I got a good alliance going. And I'm pretty good in challenges. So I'm thinking I'll be okay. So what do you think of the plan? I don't know. Voting Dave off does make sense. Yeah, but if we vote for him, then we'll pretty much be the next ones to go after Claire goes. Because all 4 of them are close. That is true. Alright, well, go get Dave and Claire and we'll see what we can do. So you wanted to talk to us about something? Yes. Alright, what is it? Well, they're gonna split the vote on you 2. Really? Well, I mean, not too surprised. So what do we do? Well, we're going to see where they're going to be voting. Because 3 are going to vote for you and 3 are going to vote for you. So if me and Michelle flip, it'd be 4-2-2. So we can really send home any of them. Alright, I say we take Chris out. The guy's one of the biggest threats of the game. True that, but then again, Zoe is definitely strategic. She's quite smart, and she worries me. I don't know, Jeffrey is completely just a nothing character to me. Yeah, and we can't get rid of Laura because she won immunity, so it's one of those 3. Alright then. So once again, I'm being targeted. Not that big of a surprise. But they're planning to split the vote on me and Claire. So we could use this to their disadvantage. Because Buck and Michelle came up to me and Claire. And we could literally take out any of the 3 of the 4 rookies. 3 of 4 rookies because, well, you know, Laura won immunity. So we could vote off Chris, who I want gone because he's a physical threat. We could vote Zoe off because she's quite a loose cannon and is unpredictable. Or we could take out Jeffrey, who's just, I don't know, he's just there to be an extra vote. I don't know. Anything could happen tonight. I really want it to be Chris, but if they want something else, then I'm going to have to do that in order to stay in the game. Welcome to another tribal council. First things first, let's bring in the members of the jury. Joey and Monica voted out at the last tribal council. So Laura, you won immunity. How does that feel? Feels really good, Jeff, you know. Guaranteed a spot in the final 7 and having a 1 in 7 chance of winning is always great. Alright, on the other end of the spectrum, Chris, you didn't win immunity, and you have already won immunity. Do you feel like you could be marked as a threat? Maybe, but not really, because, I mean, I have a majority alliance, and we're planning to get rid of the 2 outsiders. Wait, I'm confused. Who are the 2 outsiders? Well, Jeff, that would be me and Claire. You know, everyone else has made an alliance that's forced me and Claire into a horrible position. Claire, is that true? Well, I mean, yeah. And you know what? If it serves their interest to take us out, then take us out. But all I'm saying is it's not going to serve everyone's interest to take us out, because then someone's going to get booted 6th place, and then 5th place, and then 4th place. So just know that even if you do get rid of us, there will be consequences. Jeffrey, what do you see this being as? Well, it's definitely a way to pitch to the group, but I don't really think it's going to entirely work since, you know, we all want to stick together, and, you know, she's saying it's not in everyone's interest to take those 2 out, but it's in my interest. Alright, well, with that out of the way, it's time to vote. Buck, you'll start us off. We're doing exactly what we did last tribal council, splitting the vote on you and Dave. So yeah, you gotta go. It's not gonna matter even if you play that idol or not. You're pretty much screwed next tribal council anyway. This was just our group decision to take you out. Nothing personal. Alright, I have the votes. Now if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote. Dave. It's 1 vote for Dave. Dave. That's 2 votes, Dave. 6 votes left. Third vote. Claire. That's 2 votes, Dave. 1 vote, Claire. Claire. We're tied. 2 votes, Claire. 2 votes, Dave. 4 votes left. The 5th vote. Zoe. That's 2 votes, Dave. 2 votes, Claire. 1 vote, Zoe. Zoe. We're tied. 2 votes, Dave. 2 votes, Claire. 2 votes, Zoe. 2 votes left. The 7th vote. Zoe. What? Wait, what the heck? Wow, unbelievable. That's 3 votes, Zoe. 2 votes, Dave. 2 votes, Claire. 1 vote left. Final vote. 9th person voted out and the 3rd member of our jury. Zoe. Zoe, that's 4 votes. That's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Zoe, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, good luck, my fellow rookies. Stay strong. And yeah, best of luck. I'm furious. Like, if you want to betray an alliance, at least vote off someone who's a physical threat of the alliance. I was no threat at all. But I guess they thought otherwise. It's gonna really bite them in the butt when Chris starts winning immunity challenges, but whatever. You know, Michelle and Buck straight up lied to my face. Hopefully they pay the price, and hopefully they wind up on the jury soon enough.